welcome back. So today I filmed a look using the brand new limited edition Too Faced Power of Makeup kit by Nikkietutorials. I used most of the palette as well as the eyeliner that comes with it. It is the Too Faced sketch marker. It's a full size in the color black. So I created this look. I really like the palette. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and because Nikkie is so fair, I feel like the palette is really great for people with light skin. I love this gold shadow that I have on the lid. I just really like this look, and I'm really excited about the kit. I hope you guys are too, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Alright, so I'm starting off with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. Like in the last video, I'm just applying that to the outer perimeter of my face as well as under my eyes. Then going in with the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer and putting this around my nose, because that's where my pores tend to be the biggest and also where I tend to get a little oily towards the end of the day. So I'll rub that on and then pat it in, and then going in with the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer on my T-zone, because that's where I get the most texture, and it just smooths it out and also helps my makeup last a little bit longer. I especially like to make sure that's all over my nose, because for some reason foundation doesn't like to really stick to my nose, and I find that having this primer there helps. And then dotting on the MAC Pro Longwear foundation in NW15, and I take so long to put this on. I really prefer to do 2 thin layers instead of 1 thicker layer. I feel like it lasts longer and it looks a lot better, and then I can just add more coverage where I need it. So I'll just do 1 thin layer all over my face, and then I'll add a second layer in more the center of my face where I need it. Then applying the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye under my eyes and blending it out with the damp sponge. I've been doing this the last couple of days, and I think I like it better because when I blend it out with my fingers and then the sponge, it kind of takes away most of the product. Then I'm going to go ahead and bake my under eyes with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And then I'm also going to bake my T-zone, because this is really where my makeup starts to kind of separate after several hours, and I find that baking makes it last significantly longer. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some bronzer. Same bronzer that I've used the last few videos. This is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And then adding my blush transition. And I do this because I feel like it just makes the blush blend better and look a little bit more natural. And I just love how smooth the Hourglass lighting powder is. Then I'm going to dust away my bakage with a tapered kabuki brush. This one's by Sigma. I'm just going to dust all that away. And I like to let it sit for usually about 5 minutes. It's usually plenty. So I usually do the bronzer and the ambient lighting powder while that bakes. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to go in. I discovered this trick a couple weeks ago. Before I add the Well Rested concealer under my eyes, I will dip my brush into the Moonstone highlighter by Becca and wipe it kind of on the back of my hand. So there's a tiny bit of highlighter in the brush, and then I'll go in, and I feel like it just brings my under eyes to life. I feel like it just looks so much better. Then I'm going to go in and use the Champagne Truffle highlighter on my cheekbones. I usually like my highlight to be a little more intense. This is really subtle, but it is very beautiful. I love how soft and natural it looks, and it doesn't look glittery at all. It's more of like a satin pearl finish. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to apply that everywhere that I normally apply highlight, so my nose and the tops of my cheekbones. Then I'm going to contour my nose a little bit with the bronzer that comes in the palette. I believe it's the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It's a little too dark and a little too cool tone for my cheeks, so I just use that to lightly contour my nose. And then I'm using Makeup Geek Smitten on my cheeks. I didn't use the blush in the palette because I honestly do not like the blushes in the palette. I tried one the other day and it is so impossible to blend out on my cheeks, and I just didn't want to deal with it. So then I've already primed my eyelids. I'm going to go ahead and set that primer with Ivy from the palette, and then with a more dense brush I'm going to highlight my brow bone with it. Such a beautiful soft highlight shade. Then taking Champagne Trouble again to highlight the very uppermost portion of my brow bone. Then I'm going to take I Will Always Love You, the orange blush, and use that as a transition shade. So I like these blushes a lot more as eyeshadows. I think they work so great as eyeshadows. I just did not like the way it looked on my cheeks at all. Then going in with Painkiller on the same brush, and I'm just going to run that right into the crease, focusing it on the outer half of my crease, and just blend that in windshield wiper and circular motions. Then taking Makeup and Chill on a smaller, denser brush, I am going to run that directly in the outer half of my crease. This was very pigmented, so I really just focused it on that crease area and then slowly blended it out. And then once the product was mostly gone, I dragged it into the inner corner a little bit. Then taking Mystic Hour on that same brush and applying that to the outer third of my lid. Look how pigmented that is, you guys. I put almost nothing on my brush, and I feel like the more I blended it, the more color came off. It is so great, and it doesn't just pack on right away. You kind of blend it in. It was awesome. Then taking some of the black, which is called Wanted, on a pencil brush, and put that in the outer, like the very outer corner. Then taking that gold shade and using my finger to pack it onto my lid. I got quite a bit of fallout with this one, but it is so pretty. It's more of a glittery shimmer rather than like a foiled shimmer, which I really liked, and I like the tone of this gold. I think it is really pretty. And then dusting away that fallout. Then taking a little more of that rich brown and applying that, kind of just helping blend it out, and then adding a little more Mystic Hour. Then highlighting my inner corner with Champagne Truffle. And then, oh gosh, this was so hard. I don't know about you guys, but these felt tip markers are so difficult to use. It turned out really great. I like how it looked, but it took me literally like 10 minutes per eye. It took forever. And I don't know if it's just because it's brand new or what, but on the inner corner it did bleed a little bit, so I had to go over kind of the spots that bled out and add a little more of the gold. But it all worked out in the end, so that's what's important. And it is very, very black, which I love. I feel like with gel liners, it doesn't come off nearly as black as with liquid. So I did like how this worked out in the end. It was just so difficult to use, at least for me. And then here you see me cleaning up the outside of that wing because I'm not very good at using liquid liner. I dipped my brush, well I didn't dip, I sprayed my brush with Fix Plus and then dipped it into the gold, and I love how metallic it is. It's so pretty. And then I took a little black on the outer half of my lower lash line and then blended that out with some more of the Mystic Hour shade on a pencil brush, and then I did the same thing on my inner corner with the gold where I got my brush wet. I just love how metallic it was. It was so pretty, and my camera really doesn't show how pretty it was. Then I just added some mascara and lashes, and now applying the Colourpop Lippie Stix Lumiere. I love this color, it's so pretty, but honestly, I really suck at putting that on lipstick. So there I am, not really in frame. And that is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I love this kit. This palette is awesome. I think it is so pretty, and I just love how this look turned out. I think that the teal and the gold look so pretty together, and I just love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time, and please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video. Thanks, bye!